What's up, people? Welcome back to another Lost Recollection guide. This time I'm gonna go over how to get the fleeting necklace. So, this is a very good item that you can get from the DLC 1 dungeon. So I'm just gonna go over it. So what does it do? It basically gives you the skill speed plus 10%. So it's basically like the 100 eye earring. So for people that who accidentally sold that item, you can get it back in the DLC 1, and this is a very good item. So not necessary for the stat, but the stats are already better than the 100 eye earring. But the combat fatality and all the other stats on there is really decent. So you mostly want the skill speed plus 10% because that's the main focus. And other than that, you'll be wondering like, what is it needed for? So it's basically just for the originally I was using for this one only, but now they have a second one, so I can pair it, double stack it for the 20% skill speed. So it'd be really useful for some of the builds later on. And some weapons are really slow. It's good to have more skill speed in general. So that's the whole point, to use that. And other than that, I'm gonna show you guys how to get it. So you start with a DLC and you select Asuna, so you'll be getting that item from Asuna's route. And yeah, so basically you just go through the right door as usual. At some point I will list all the stuff that I pretty much finished at some point, you know. So to be honest, there's a lot of items that are not really that good, so some of these videos I'm only gonna mention like, you know, some of the good ones and somewhat decent ones, but not all of them, because, you know, there's only a few items that it might be, you know, good. That's about it. Everything else is just the passive isn't that great, the stats is not great either. So yeah, that's one thing about these, you know, that's what I'm talking about the DLC is like, yeah, there's a few good items, but overall there's still like 95, 90, you know, plus percent of them are, it's okay. I mean, but if you're starting with like, you know, when you finish the story and then you do DLC, and then you'll be fine, and then you can kind of gear up to do the end game, because they do give you a lot of good items from that point. But it's just different to do the end game first and come back and find these items, because they're the opposite. So yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. Like, this necklace is really good. So, and I will list all the paths for all the AIs later on, and then talk about what you can get at some point once I'm done farming it. But the route for Asuna, that's what I'm showing: spiral, heat, and collapse. That's all you gotta go to get to the necklace. And yeah, it is very good. And you know, these like items, they don't really drop often, depends on your RNG. Like I said, it's just some of them are just takes longer than the other ones, but it is what it is. It's like AL RNG, live with it until you get it. But other than that, at least they are easy runs, so they're not like ridiculously like lengthy runs. And so you also can get a outwear here. So this is the chest, and I think room 2 you can get the necklace too, because since this one gives the armor, so the armor must be more, it must be more like rare than the necklace. So whatever the most rare is like item, it's the third chest, like the third door, and whatever that's least amount, you can get it from the first and then the second door. So some of them are, there is a specific like drops, like, you know, what you can only get from the door 1, but it's kind of hard to map out because some of these items just won't drop in the door 1. A lot of them drop in door 2 and door 3, just not door 1. It's kind of sucks, but that's pretty much it. That's how you will get this item. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Until next time.